Hello. How's it going, everybody? We're gonna do a little bit of art because I got a kind of the case of the fuck yous today. I don't really want to do anything. I'm gonna just kind of draw and see where that takes me. Not quite sure what I want to draw, but I don't want to do nothing because I already do nothing, and streaming's the only thing I do. So I might as well just do it, you know? How you doing, Jimmy? Yeah, we got the. This is actually one of the first designs for my model. I hadn't had it on this computer in a while because I moved everything over, but this was one of the first designs. And then when I learned Unity from Flare to edit my models, which I don't do very often anymore, but anything that you see, like whenever there's an animated thing, that usually means I put it through Unity. And that was the first thing I did was actually make my sparkly sweater sparkly. Yeah. The first ever design was actually a green sweater with like gray sleeves. I always liked sweaters that had like mismatched colors. Like even this one, like it has lighter sleeves than the chest part. I kind of always liked that little design. This left eye is too small. Guess I could do this. Uh, yeah. But what about the pants? Are you sure you want to see the pants? Ta-da! Yeah. Fun fact: my original model. Is this? I don't think it does. Yeah. Fun fact: my original model had no pants on. This face looks horrifying, by the way. Very uncanny valley. But now all of my models just have the same shorts as pants. Uh, the new WWE game comes out in like a week. Probably not gonna buy it off rip. I'm very upset actually because for years WWE has had this thing. I think it's called the Supercharger now, but it used to be called like the Accelerator and stuff like that. It used to be DLC that you would pay for, and it would just unlock everything in the game for you without you having to do anything. And it was consistently the one thing I bought for DLC at day one. And they have it still, but for some reason they thought it was someone over there at 2K had the bright idea to make it so it only unlocks some things and not everything, making it ostensibly pointless. Because why would I pay? Like, why would I pay? Which they also increased the price of it, like $10 extra or so. I think it might be even 17 now. I didn't check. But why would I pay extra money to get something that unlocks like 20% of the game? I might as well just spend the time playing the game and unlocking everything. Which also kind of sucks because I haven't actually played a WWE game in 2 decades. We may do MPW a lot, but I don't actually play the game ever. I've always been one to simulate events. That was always my go-to thing. Was just to simulate fights with either wrestlers I created or the wrestlers in the game. And so I'll actually have to play it if I want everything in the game. And some of it is even locked behind their My Faction stuff, apparently, which is a game mode that I have never found any interest in. And it's like a microtransaction gotcha thing. How's it going, Potato? So that's unfortunate. Maybe we'll actually do streams before MPW gets moved to that game, where I have to actually play through the game to unlock stuff. I imagine most things are probably unlocked by default, but it's just a frustrating extra bit. That's good. I don't know what I want to do with this. I need to practice drawing arms more. I don't really know if I'm in the mood to like practice. Or if I'm just in the mood to kind of doodle. But I do need to practice drawing like full bodies a little bit more. I'm sort of leaning into that a little bit more just by practicing like shoulder up. I don't know. This guy is definitely looking a bit strange. His head is probably bigger than it needs to be. We'll play around with the face a little bit more and then probably move on to something else. His hair is also something I need to practice. If you guys have any suggestions for what you think I should draw, let me know, because I'm seriously not really feeling it today. Might draw some weird little dudes today. If I ever go silent, I'm just not moving, because I'm looking for, like, references of how I should draw. So don't you worry, I didn't leave you. The body is definitely all over the place. Yeah, let's figure out this body. First off, do this. Change that to purple. If I do... Chin's also messed up a bit. Though no one's really perfect. If I were... If I were perfect, it would be quite boring. As much as I wish that I was like this perfect artist that could draw anything instantaneously, like all of my favorite creators, I think that I would end up missing... I would miss the fun aspects of drawing, like learning when you've improved, like seeing your improvements, learning from your mistakes. I feel like drawing would not be interesting to me if I just drew perfectly right off the gate. Honestly, yeah, that's not terrible, but it's kind of horrible. You know, I like I don't know if I need to like center or like make this come in more or make this come in further out. Uh, I don't know. They look like they're falling over. I think that's enough from that one for today. Let's move on. Uh, I've been watching a lot of the new Pokemon series, Pokemon Horizons. Watched some episodes last night, and it's honestly so adorable and really well written. It might be my favorite Pokemon series that I've ever watched. Honestly, it just feels like Pokemon has always felt like Pokemon, you know? The series with Ash Ketchum, it's like, yeah, that's Pokemon. It feels a certain type of way. Like people say like, "Oh, what's your favorite anime?" And you'd go like Pokemon. And they go, "That doesn't count. That's Pokemon," you know? Right? Where Pokemon Horizons really feels like an anime story with Pokemon in it, you know? If that makes any sense. It really feels like a fun story. It's not really connected to the games in any way, other than it's the same world. It really does not connect to the main story of the game. You're not going through all the gym challenges like you did in Scarlet and Violet. They're searching for something else. I guess I won't spoil it. But they're on their own adventure, and it's really refreshing to see. Because it's something completely different, yet follows a similar vibe with Pokemon. So I'm a big fan of it. And I'd recommend it to anyone that likes Pokemon, for sure. Dude, I am off today. Probably all these doodles are going to be very poor. Uh, no, I feel like they're really not up to snuff, but I haven't practiced in a while. And I think the most important part about drawing is like you're just gonna someday draw, sometimes just draw shit. Like you're gonna have days where you sit here and you draw and you go, holy, I am literally him. I am literally Leonardo fucking Da Vinci of drawing. Like I'm the fucking goat. You know, fucking Banksy wished he was me. Like you're gonna feel that way. And then there's other days where you're gonna be there and you're gonna be like, holy shit, I never need to pick up a pencil again. That was fucking awful. So I think it's fair to be like, obviously don't beat yourself up over it. It's okay to be like, yeah, these are just kind of dog shit. Because there are days where like I'll just draw something phenomenal, and sometimes it just takes like sometimes you just need to get the dog shit drawings out, and then you can start putting in your best foot forward. And if you guys happen to end up liking any of these drawings, even if they're not that good, then that's good too. Because you guys are allowed to like things that I don't like. It's one of the cool things about being human. I may not like this drawing that much, but I do like the sketchy style of it. Yeah, we'll try to probably draw a weird little guy today. This is Carbink. But like, let me show you like a real example, right? I drew this, I sketched this out, and I was like, it's pretty good. I didn't want to color it in, so I just left it white, and sort of shaded it with line art. And I wanted to color in the eyes because I really like the eyes. And I was like, this is actually pretty good. I was like, but it's not great. I, you know. And then it evolved into this. And do you want to know how long the jump from that to this took me? Like, do you want to know how many hours I practiced to get from here into here? 15 minutes. I just started drawing. I spent 1 hour drawing this. I spent 15 drawing this. So sometimes you just need to get all of your shit out before you can really start drawing the good stuff? It's like when you write stuff and you just get all of like the shitty words out, you like put a blob on the page and you're like, cool, I got all of my ideas out. Now let's pick from those ideas. You just gotta get the shitty lines out. Um I just kind of draw some eyes, get some inspiration. Trying to think. Trying to think of anything if I've wanted to draw anything. Oh, I did want to talk about this. So, um, I have a Redbubble. I think it should be in the Discord under important links. But I have a Redbubble, right? It's where you can buy my art as like random Redbubble things. Like if you want stickers, we sell stickers. If you want a mug, I don't know. You could probably get it on a mug. I think I have it in my links. Yeah, I have a Redbubble called Masu Monsters. And it's just a bunch of random stuff. A lot of my Twitch emotes that I like are available as stickers. But something I saw on Redbubble that I feel like I really want to do is you can make a desk mat, which are like play mats basically, or like those long mouse pads. And I use one that's a My Neighbor Totoro one for my computer, and I thought it'd kind of be cool to have like my own desk mat so that I can like, make my own design. I feel like that'd be so cool. I don't know if anybody would actually buy it other than me, but this is 80 by 40 centimeters. I have a maximum of 2 layers. Eh. If I had a desk, I would. That's fair. So I was thinking of doing something like that to have as my own. Like you could use it for card games and stuff, but I don't know what I would put on it. I would definitely like want my character on it, maybe something in the background. I don't know if I could draw this on one layer though. I would imagine if it's too large, I would probably have to think of something else. But I could definitely see it like a profile view of me sitting, looking like up, maybe it's like a night sky in the background, and then maybe we have like a fence or something in a farmhouse, and then fill it with random crittens, maybe. Or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. But I feel like it could be cool. If there's anything I ever draw too, like I know I don't necessarily advertise my Redbubble because I don't really make anything off of it. But if there's ever something you guys are like, oh, I'd love that as a sticker, I just you just like want it. Not even that it's like necessarily like I want to give you money and I want to buy something from you. Like because it probably won't. It's not that I'm trying to make money. I literally have set these prices to be the lowest possible that I can set for my prices, so that you guys don't have to spend an arm and a leg for it. But if you guys are ever like, oh man, I love that drawing, I would totally buy a sticker of that. Let me know. I'll just put it on the Redbubble. Put it on the Redbubble. You can just get it from there whenever you'd like, and then maybe if someone else wants it, they can get it. Chain plushie when though? That's the dream. That's the definite dream. Unfortunately, I think we're a little bit out from there. Unless I, like, order one myself. My dream is to get a plushie of me and or Minty Clovers, our mascot, Minty Clovers. I haven't drawn Minty in a long time. That might be something we need to do. But I don't know. I don't know why all the heads are, like, tilted slightly. I'd love to make more, like, postery stuff. That would kind of be cool. Like, not necessarily, like, prints, but, like, stuff that looks like posters that someone would put on their wall. I feel like would kind of be cool. I have no space in my room for posters, but if I had made a chain plushie though, I'd really want it to be good quality. Like, I would fight for it. I don't want that, like, not to say that this is necessarily the worst thing in the world, but I don't. There's so many, like, anime plushies that just have, like, the felt hair that's like one piece of felt. I hate that. Because it always looks so cheaply made and not good. I want the hair, like, as a fucking felt thing sewn onto my head. Like a stuffed thing. But we'll have to see. As long as it looks good, I guess it doesn't matter. Ugh. Sorry that this won't be the most entertaining stream. I am trying. I'm just like struggling. do like. What am I trying to do here? I feel like I end up getting really caught in on some details for drawings as well as kind of one of my fatal flaws. Uh, what about a bald Wednesday? Sorry, I must have missed the plot on that one. What's happening? We're starting a new tradition where we shave our heads bald on Wednesday. What's happening? Uh, oh yeah, bald Wednesday. Yeah, yeah. I have seen that. Yep, yep, yep. You don't want to have that happen. Okay. I realized the erase was so low. I'm like, why is it not erasing? I just drew it on this. Of course, for some reason, it's this now. I don't know what's happening here. The hardest part with drawing my character is like you can sort of see my eyebrow. Uh, Sorry, I don't know why my face like pogged out. That was weird. Um, you can sort of see the eyebrows. Sorry, just like I'm just noticing that My character pogs every time I raise my eyebrows. And then I guess when I'm talking, yeah, it does that. Okay. Let's see. No, not that. I know there's like a setting. Is it? Oh no, it is expression setting, isn't it? Remove, or I guess it would be surprise. So when we do this, we don't enable that. Okay. Because then I don't cause that to make my mouth. I don't know why that's even a thing, but I guess it's so when I'm smiling, I can have actual mouth tracking, and my mouth will look cool. I don't know why it makes my lower jaw pop out of my chin. The hardest part is you kind of I never know how much of my eyebrow I should keep in there. How's it going, Glitchy? It goes into angry mode when you raise your eyebrows. That's funny. Yeah, there's like you can like train it. Also, how's it going, Glitchy? I don't know if I said that. You can like train it to do specific things. Like have it like it'll tell you to like make this expression, like turn around and talk while you're doing it, so it'll like kind of learn from your expression. But it's sort of a little bit difficult, honestly, to get it to work exactly how you want it to work. But I'm using VC Face, so you can't ask too much from a free software that I will not pay for a premium version unless it like blew me out of the water. Like okay, that. Turn this up a little bit. I don't know what I guess it's just weird from this angle, I guess. But I suppose that's how that would look. Probably isn't, but I'm gonna pretend that that's the way. And then go. Let me do that. Just make a separate layer for right now. Then if I do something... Feel like that? I don't really know what I want this clothing to be. What if I just did... What if I just did this? So we could do... Excuse me as I twist my model. Would be more... Well, I guess... Yeah, this is the side. Also, you can see my arm sticking out of the sweater. So then, if we did... like that... So we'd come to like a point here. And then the sweater would like kind of cup around here, maybe? I feel like you don't really see the open of the hood part, so it'd more be like... I don't know how I want this. Let me just erase those lines. Like something like that, maybe? I feel like... Something like this, maybe? I don't really know how to draw hoods, even though I wear a hoodie. Because, if I did... Let me just remove this. So if I just did this... I don't know. I'm actually gonna, for the sake of, because this is actually very distracting. I hate that, like, when you swap it around, doesn't actually, hitting reset position doesn't actually reset your position. Okay. I took a picture of it so I can actually look at it. Let's see. Find the picture first. I don't remember where it is. It's like in a stupid spot. Yeah. Maybe I just need to make it like poofier. Like further out. Something like this. And then maybe like ever so slightly. That's kind of not bad. Also look up some more references. Side profile anime dude in a hoodie. Okay. Let me save this image so I can open it up and flip it. Is there a way to flip horizontally? Isn't there like edit with designer maybe? Crop rotate? No. I swear to God, there was just an easy way. Here it is. Flip horizontally. I swear to God, there's an easy way to do this. Okay, and then I kind of like how this drawing does it, because it does one side and then it does the other side. I don't really know if this is the right way to do it, but it like does this side and then does this side, but darker. I don't know if that actually even looks like, I don't know. It looks good on theirs, but it doesn't look good when I do it. You know? Maybe this is gonna be the best we get. And then maybe we just do that darkened, dark that one, and then maybe just like the smallest edge of light. Maybe it's because it's too big on this side. Also, I don't know if I talked about this on stream, but Tyranno Maximum, good friend of the channel, tied for longest reigning MPW Openweight champion alongside Dancing with Draven and Gareth Unpardon. They did a giveaway on their channel because they debuted their new model, which looks phenomenal. And they're like a 3D artist, graphic designer. They're basically like all the things those bots on Twitter are, except they're actually that. And they were doing a giveaway for a retro model, which I was like, when they showed off their retro model they made, I was like, that is, like, I'd been like, that is so cool. And then they were like thinking of doing a giveaway, so I told them like, definitely let me know when you're doing that. They're like, will do. And then I almost forgot about it, actually. Schmeeps reminded me that it was happening. I almost forgot that it was happening. And I entered the giveaway, and miraculously, somehow, some way, I was one out of the two winners to get a retro model. So we will be getting a 3D retro model from Tyranno Maximum, which I'm super excited for. The other winner, Rize, longest reigning Idol Division champion Rize, gave hers away to a friend. I'm not that nice, unfortunately, for my friends. I was like, no, I want mine. I was like, I want mine. So that is going to be a lot of fun. Then we're going to have to find some retro games to play while having it. And I'll probably make it a redeem that you guys can use to redeem it, kind of like how we have like the live to serve models, like the different models that you can redeem that exist. So look out for that. Okay. The hardest part about drawing it from sort of like, I mean, his face is like half head on. The hardest part from drawing different angles is like drawing my ears and horns in different angles because I don't usually practice that. Little freaking peanuts on my head. Don't you in the sky above me. Best part about having the horn for the horn on this side is it basically just has to be this. Doesn't really have to be anything. Like even if that, like just gotta be something kind of small. I think I probably should try and change this color so we can see it if we can get like a purple. So we can actually see what we're doing. But it doesn't need to be crazy. This side that kinda needs something. it's got to come out to like here. So then if we go and extend that out. Kind of dig that. I just want to like curve out this side maybe a little bit more. And then also I just think it's a little bit too close to the eye. Oop. Oop. Like that, maybe. I want to move. I think that's in a good spot. I think I need to move the nose down. That maybe. My favorite thing to draw are eyes, so I tend to just go for them first. Because I feel like, especially for anime, the eyes don't look good, and it just doesn't look good. I like to get the eyes done first. I start with my favorite part. I sometimes even color in the eyes before even drawing the rest of the line art. Because I love drawing eyes so much. Um, I was gonna say, but I'm not gonna do that here, but I think I actually might, because a couple things I want to do. So I might spend some time on this. Is it bad that I need to look at my character to see what color eyes they are? They are brown. I'm like, just to make sure. Because before, I think they were a little bit more orangey, more amber. Mm. Looks like my guy's drooling because of the random white spot that I accidentally drew because my brush randomly went to white when I was drawing. I think one of the hardest part for me when drawing eyes is I don't really have a good connection from like this side, so I kind of have to just draw it in. That's just gonna annoy me. And something else I'm trying to practice a little bit with is different line thickness. Because usually I just go like this and stick with that. And I'll probably not change like the brush size for that. I usually just go over it again with a second line. Because this pen I'm using does not really have pressure sensitivity. So I kind of have to draw again over it or manually change it, or it does have pressure sensitivity, and I just press way too hard. 'Cause I'm pretty heavy-handed when it comes to drawing. So much that I sometimes hurt my hand from how much I press. It's kind of always been a problem I've had to deal with because I've always had trouble drawing like light lines and not going too dark with my sketches on real paper. I think it also just makes the line art look better because sometimes I'll sketch something out and I'll go like, why does the sketch look so much better than my actual drawing? And I'll like, for the longest time I didn't know. But then it's like this, right? Like this line I just drew, that's skinny compared to the sketch I did that was a big thick line. I drew it multiple times, so I'll like go back and maybe not do it as thick as that line, but I'll maybe draw it in some spaces, make it look extra thick, you know? And sometimes I like to do some shading in the line art as well. It's always about a mixture, I feel like, of thickening the lines and then erasing it to have it sort of fit in. Make sure to smooth out some of the bumps. Okay. This one I can go all the way across. The line looks good. I feel bad because I'm listening to very copyrighted music right now. So when I'm sitting in silence, I'm listening to this nice music. When you guys are sitting in silence, it's complete silence. But honestly, putting on music with this stream probably would be a nice idea. You could put your own soundtrack to the stream. You could be in control. You could just put it on at whatever volume you'd like. It would be perfect just for you. It'd be your own little special stream music. You could be the DJ for your own Unchained stream. Or you can enjoy the silence. If you're not like me and you need to have like sound at all times, you could be just relaxing to my boring ass my boring ass talking points and then sitting in complete silence. I used to kind of like to darken or thicken, rather, the bottom line of my horns. I like to thicken the bottom line of a lot of things, but my horns especially. That through. You know it's getting bad when YouTube asks me twice already if I'm still alive. You already put on some Miku? That's perfect. Miku, Miku, doo doo doo. I actually don't know any songs from Miku. I probably know a couple, but like just not the names or anything about it. Or like if you played it for me, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I've heard that song before, you know? Ugh. I might pass out. I'm like super tired. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. Maybe I'll color this a bit and then we'll head to bed. Unchained looks kind of shocked in this picture. What do you think he's looking at? What do you think got him so shook? Life-size Gardevoir plush, dude. I would look shocked if that showed up. Man, I was getting super jelly because I saw people getting them, and they were just like dressing Gardevoir up in all these cute little outfits, and I was like, oh, that's so cute. I'm like, if I had the money and wouldn't get judged for it, I would totally pick that up. And it would look so good next to my Ralts plush. But then, of course, when the life-size Gallade plush comes out, then I'll have to pick up that one too, and then I'll have to pick up a Curlia plush. It'd be too much, you know? Can't stop at just one. I almost bought an Alolan Raichu plush, but it got sold out. Mems is getting on VTube Studios. Is she gonna stream? If Mem starts streaming, I'm absolutely rating her, no doubt. This honestly turned out quite well. I don't know if I'll like zoom out fully and then go, man, this is horrible. But this drawing's turned out quite well so far. I also laugh. I laugh thinking about this every time I draw my ears now. I think about when Jimmy said that they're like, I just realized that those things on your head are ears. I thought they were just like, I don't remember exactly what you said, but you're like pom poms or like puff balls or something. And I'm like, yeah, they kind of are just like they're just slabs of fur on my head, to be honest. Like from the hair perspective, they don't really look like ears. Oh, you buns, yeah, yeah. I was like, there's some sort of like thing that they're buns, and I was like, honestly, my ears don't even really look like ears, but they are ears. You know, they didn't get fully developed when I was a child. It always makes me laugh thinking about them because I'm like, I don't even know what I'm draw. Like when I draw them, I just draw like peanuts on my head. Like they don't even look like any sort of dog ear. They just look like Snoopy ears or some shit. I'm 1/10 Snoopy. Oh, I don't know if I told you guys this story. Recently, I've been on the search for Pokemon cards because a friend's birthday is coming up, and I don't really have any ideas for presents for him, so I'm like, I'll buy him some Pokemon cards. The world is having a Pokemon card shortage right now, apparently. Scalpers all around the world have every single Pokemon card that has ever released. Like, I don't know how these people are getting the cards cuz I don't know how to get the cards. They're nowhere to be found. Every store is empty. Um so I I like walked around different stores with me mother, me madre. Really bad again, huh? Yeah, it's literally impossible to get any cards, especially like the new cards. And then any of the cards that you want to get, like if you can find them, they're being upcharged an absurd amount, and it's super frustrating. Like I was talking about how I went to that card show swap toy meet thing. Um and people were selling only Pokemon cards are being sold there. But like the singles were perfectly priced. Like there was a lot of singles that were honestly pretty cheap for what they were. Like they'd be like a $20 card, and they'd be giving it away for like $1 or $3. I bought some really cool Pokemon cards that I really like. But they were selling like Stellar Crown is like one of the newer sets. They're selling Stellar Crown set like ETBs for like $200, and they're like at max like 90, I think 90 Canadian. They're usually like probably 60 or 70 Canadian. And for some reason, they're like people are just selling them for an absurd amount. And the thing that's frustrating is some of the guys that were selling that stuff, they were selling just like a stack of promo cards from the ETBs. Like they just like the people that were selling them obviously had just bought like a ton of them and opened them for the pulls. And then now we're just selling like one box for 200 and then all of the singles. Like it's ridiculous. So it's super frustrating. I don't know. I really don't know what the answer is. I don't think Pokemon would do this, but I think what they need to do is just keep printing cards. Like Pokemon just needs to keep printing cards infinitely, because if they do and they just keep making it super available, they're going to keep making the money from the scalpers, but after a while the scalpers are going to stop being able to buy them because they have bought so many and running out of money. Like if they just make the availability as available as possible, like the scalpers lose, and I hope Pokemon can figure that out because it's so fucking bad. It's ridiculously bad. Ridiculously bad, and it's so stupid. Or they need to limit how many you can buy. I know that's not really going to fix the problem because people like if it's an online thing, people are just gonna, make multiple accounts, and if it's an in-person thing, they're just gonna bring multiple people to buy Pokemon cards. So it's not gonna be that big of a change. But we'll at least do something. Like they have to think of something because it is so annoying. Like I sincerely hope that anybody that like scalps all this shit, I sincerely hope that they never ever ever make any money. Like scalpers are the scum of the earth, honestly. And if anyone's ever scalped something for themselves and they're like, "Oh, I didn't think it was that bad," like, I hope you think about what you do. Like, you can be a better person. And for me, I'm like a whiny baby, right? Like I'm just like a grown ass adult whining about it, and it's like whatever. But I also feel bad for like kids, as much as like as much as it's mostly me caring about myself and being sad that I can't get my own. I feel bad for kids that just want to get a pack of Pokemon cards. I'm sad for parents of young kids that are just like, oh, what does like little Jimmy want for his fucking birthday? Oh, he wants Pokemon cards. I can't fucking get any, you know? It's super annoying. I'm gonna go to probably another like toy show mini convention thing soon, so maybe I'll be able to buy some stuff, but I might end up just buying my friend like a bunch of singles and putting it in a pack for him. Because less rarity does mean less people being interested in it. Yeah. Because, I don't know. I think they need to do it for one set. Like right now. They need to just make the availability of the card so much. Because the scalpers are going to jump on it, right? Immediately start eating it up, trying to steal it, right? And then if they keep making that, like, I want it to be like they make it such a bad financial decision for them that they lose their money and they can never risk that again, you know? I know obviously it's not going to be a perfect solution ever, but it's like for Stellar Crown, for instance, like if they just started releasing more of it, like I think that would fuck a scalper's business up because I've seen so many people just scalping and hoarding Stellar Crown because it's the new big one with all of the evolutions and stuff. And I feel like I don't know because yeah, I don't know. I honestly think they just need to produce more because even if it makes the cards less rare, it doesn't matter to Game Freak at that point because Game Freak's already made their money, right? They've already made their money. They've gotten that. So it's like they shouldn't care if it's people are less interested in it now because it's less money. I don't know though. And then there's this one video I saw that really fucking just annoyed the crap out of me because like whatever, I guess do what you will with your money, but I saw this video of someone buying like 10 ETBs of Stellar Crown from what I would assume would be a scalper because he like paid an arm and a leg for it. And then they just burnt it. They just burnt it on his lawn. And I'm like, that is like I shouldn't get rage baited by this because I know the guy's just doing it to piss people off. But I'm just like, oh my fucking god! Like, why are you just such a terrible person? like, like why are you such a terrible, horrible person? But I guess they're burning their own money, so. But then they're also supporting a scalper, so it's ugh. Yeah. I think there's like a lot of the markets of like nostalgia and like card games are getting really bad. I mean specifically for Pokemon, but like I know old like retro games, the market is like absolutely fucked as well. Like I'll look at people selling retro games and I'll be like, "Oh, like that game. Oh, I love that game. I wonder if I could Oh, $300? Yeah, fuck off." Like it sucks, but I guess it also saves me money cuz then I'm not spending it on anything. Oh, speaking of money, do you guys want to hear another kind of boring story, but it's about my life and about money? That was a rhetorical question. You can respond, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to tell you the story no matter what. Um, but so I bought this thing online, right? Because I need a 3.0 USB-C by USB-C cord for my capture card. I have a cord, because apparently none of my regular USB ports on this new computer that I got are 3.0. So, whatever. Fuck me, I guess. But I have USB-C ports that are 3.0, but I need like a 3.0 cord to work, or some kind of, like, I don't know how it is, but I need some sort of USB-C by USB-C cord to work for my capture card, and it has to be 3.0. I have a 3.0 cord, but it is connected to my external hard drive, so I don't want to use it, right? Don't want to use it. We're following so far? So I ordered this cord off like an online marketplace. It's like $5. Maybe I'm, not in the right spot for this. But I ordered this fucking cord. I ordered this fucking cord. It comes in the mail, and I test it out. Doesn't fucking work, right? It just doesn't fucking work. It's not a 3.0 cord. When I plug it into Elgato, it says you need a 3.0 plug. I know that the Elgato capture card works. I know that the port works. I know that the cord works. None of this, it's just not working. So the one cord, or I know that a cord works. So I know that this isn't a 3.0 cord. So I go onto the website and I click refund, and I'm like, send me a refund, and then I also leave a review on their page like, simply does not work, like not as advertised, don't buy it, don't waste your time. So I'm like, cool, waiting for the refund, because it's like you got buyer's protection and all this crap, and like, well, if you're unsatisfied, refund. Okay. So at first I wasn't gonna refund it because I didn't want the hassle of like having to send the thing back, but I was like, whatever, I'll hit refund. So I hit refund. And then bada bing, bada boom, wait for their response. I send them pictures of like it not working. I send them pictures of the cord, say it doesn't function properly. Leave it be. Later that day, right before I'm going to go to bed, I do the stupid decision of checking if they had responded to my claim. And so I check the thing, and it's like, oh, your claim has a solution. And I'm like, oh, sweet. What's the solution? They're like, the solution is no refund. What? Yeah, the solution is no refund. Brother, it doesn't work. Like, it simply does not work. It is not, like, if I had just, because there's like all these options, right, to like get a refund. Like, does it not work well? Do you want it? Do you just not need it? Is it broken? So I said it does not function properly. I'm like, if I put that I just didn't need it, would you have refunded me the $5? And so I was like, they're like, do you agree with the solution? No refund. And I'm like, no, of course not. Like, why the fuck would I agree to that? And they're like, okay, well, you have to send us a video then of it not working. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm like, fuck it. I get out of bed and I start recording this video, and I'm like, this is this. Oh, I plug in the capture card to make like, well, it's working, to show this is the cord that's working. I'm like, this is the cord that is working. Look, see, working. See, working. See, look, working. See, okay, not your cord. Working, not your cord. Working, not your cord. Okay, we're gonna unplug this. Unplug it. This is your cord. See, see the logo on it. This is your cord. Yeah, this is your cord. Okay, we plug it in. Plug it into the computer. It's plugged into the computer. That's your cord. See? Plugged into the capture card. That's your cord. See? Oh, not working. 3.0 needed to work. It is not a 3.0. You state that it is a 3.0 on your website, and it is not a 3.0. So it is not stated correctly. It does not function properly. And then I send them that fucking deranged video of me like, see? See, I'm like fucking Dora. Fucking, do you see the non-working wire? Like, fucking point and click adventure over here of like, this is not working. And I sent it to them, and I'm like, I've bought from this website multiple times before. If they do not give me this fucking refund, I'm like, it is $5 fucking dollars. If they do not give me this fucking refund, I am never purchasing from them again. Just out of spite. Out of spite, I am never purchasing them from them again. Like, fuck you. And so, and also, this is the kicker for me. This was the thing that really pissed me. Look, what got me pissed off was it was one. It is $5 Canadian, so it's probably like $3 American that they're giving me back, right? $5 Canadian. They weren't even giving it back the money. It was fucking in-store credit that they were giving me back for the refund. And I'm just like, you're not even giving me the fucking money. Just give me the credit and move on. Like, and so I'm like, if they don't give me this fucking money, like now, at first I was like, I'm not even gonna refund it because whatever, I'll just keep it because I don't want the hassle. Now I'm like, I'm gonna fucking scream at these guys if they don't give me my fucking money back. Fast forward today, they say that they're giving me the refund back. I haven't received the money back, but supposedly they're giving it back to me on my card, and then they gave me $3 in store credit. So I'm making sure, because it said at the longest it could come March 18th. If my fucking money is not in my account by March 18th, I am opening a fucking dialogue with this goddamn company. Uh I'm just like, dude, give me my fucking money. uh but yeah, that was the about the extent of my experience trying to get a refund. So apparently I have like, it's really weird because it's like not in-store currency, but it like is currency that they gave me, and then supposedly they're giving it back, even though I said to them like, don't even worry about it, just give me the fucking in-store credit because I know it will be faster. You'll just give it to me instantly, and I know I will probably buy something later. And then apparently they chose not to give me the in-store credit and instead give me just like, give me in-store credit and my money back. So we'll see. Let's see if they actually give me my shit. But thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Oh, Mems is streaming. Alright, cool. We'll definitely raid Mems in a bit. I'm gonna do... I like do this. No, I don't think I can. This is kind of a spoiler, but I am gonna get my model made by Ty in this sweater, because I don't use it as much, and I feel like the retro one being my first sort of main sweater would be kind of cool. I'm gonna be very bad at keeping secrets, so you'll probably hear a lot about it. I want to see. I feel like I don't really draw backgrounds. Yeah, I was like, I want to see if there's any backgrounds I can just steal from here. I need to be careful because I'm pretty sure I have things that are probably not Twitch TOS safe on here. I have like one image. It's like a bomb. If it goes off. Side. No. I think though. I think we'll take this. Stick with like a blue. This honestly turned out a lot better than I thought it would, and I'm pretty happy with it. Let's flip it horizontal and see how bad it looks. Not terrible. I still think I would have to probably figure out this bang, like covering my face, like how how it looks here. I feel like looks a little weird. I'm pretty okay with it. Let's flip us back to the way we were. Maybe we'll doodle one more thing and then end off. It's sort of a tough thing because you want to have like, look at the cutie. Thank you. Anyone didn't see. It's kind of tough because it's like part of me is like I want to stream. Yeah, it's like you can't leave us. I'm like, yeah, I just part of me wants to stream, but part of me is like so tired. And I'm just like, I need to stream more to get at least get stuff. But I feel like there's no point in forcing it if it's just gonna be pointless. Thank you, champs. Thank you. I know it's true. I love you. I don't know if this is anything that I should talk about, but I'm gonna talk about it anyways, because why not? Friend of the channel, Memsy, was like thinking about getting a mascot or something, and she never officially asked me, but she said maybe Unchained could help with that. So this was one of the guys I drew as an idea for like a mascot type. And I think my favorite part about drawing mascots for people is that if they don't want it, I will happily keep them as my own. Because I'm like, I really like this design that I've did. I drew this cute little bear. I think I drew a couple other ones before, but that was probably the best one I liked. But like, I don't know if I just should show that because that's breaking my like NDA. Obviously, I didn't sign anything. This is not a real NDA. I was gonna draw a weird little guy, but I kind of want to just draw some faces or something. This is the worst. Imagine I accidentally draw the or delete the thing we just finished drawing. Blair, how's it going throughout? I'm glad I turned on streamer bot because last stream I definitely did not have it on. How you doing throughout? This is a dangerous thing. I'm gonna go on Twitter to look for inspiration. I'm fading rapidly, so Pizza Rat, draw Pizza Rat. You know it's bad when YouTube asks if I'm still alive for the third time. Alright, let's look at Pizza Rat. Did you guys see the woolly rats they made? Or woolly mice? Pizza Rat. horrifying images I'm seeing. Saw like a man in a rat outfit sitting on the like a creepy rat outfit sitting on the road with a pizza. If the pizza ain't dripping cheese, I don't want it. I don't want it if it ain't dripping cheese. Dude, we will see if I even stream tomorrow. If I don't stream tomorrow, I'll do a movie night in the Discord. How about that? Because I think I might have work tomorrow as well. I might be taking a second day to do respite with the guy I work with. What if I change up the formula a little bit? Instead of pizza rat, we do. Trying to get this arm right. I also might play Minecraft tomorrow if I'd stream, because I have the case of the fuck yous this week, apparently. I don't know if I like how this hand looks, because I kind of want, like, maybe that, and then that kind of looks weird. So maybe I do, like, this. Okay, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Do then I don't know how I'm drawing, what I'm drawing right now. I hate this hand. I don't understand. I can't draw this arm. Okay, let me draw. Okay, let me separate the pizza from the subject of the drawing so I can just draw this and I'll overlay the pizza onto it. Because I'm struggling. Please switch to the brush. Thank you. Ugh. Alright. I was gonna try and do pizza minty, but I can't draw. We'll try to figure out something else with this pizza. Unless okay, what if we did okay. Ugh. Kind of taking your pizza rat concept and sort of flipped it upside down. So I apologize. We're drawing pizza minty. How's it going, Merlin? And we'll add some toppings, I guess. The pizza. What are your guys' favorite pizza toppings? I've honestly kind of become a ham guy. I used to be only cheese. Now I'm kind of a ham guy. Just ham. Sometimes pepperoni. I'm not a huge pepperoni guy, but sometimes. You like pepperoni? I was never a pepperoni guy. I kind of became like ham kind of opened me up because there's this pizza that I love that I actually had yesterday and a little bit today. Um, called the Great White North, and it's three different cheeses and ham. Super good, my favorite pizza. And it sort of opened me up to other things that I never really had before or was willing to try. Mushroom, olives, and peppers. I do like peppers on pizza as well. Not a huge mushroom or olives guy. I had onions one time on a pizza and they were pretty good. But I made my friend panic one time because basically for the entirety of my life that he's known me, I've been like, I just want cheese pizza. And even now I'm still basically that. But one day we order pizza, right? And see, this is one thing that kind of irks me sometimes with with my friends because they'll like, we'll buy some pizzas. I honestly can't draw this backwards. I don't know how to draw this backwards. We draw it like this, so you would think it would just go like this. Ah, here we are. I was like, I can't draw this. My brain does not know how to draw this backwards. But my friends will like always get like a pepperoni and a cheese pizza for us. And they'll eat the cheese pizza and the pepperoni. They'll get a couple different slices. I'll just get the cheese and it's la di da from there. But I've had instances or like so keep that in mind, right? And then one day we order pizza and I'm feeling a little spicy that day. I'm feeling a little bit different. So I reach and I grab a piece of the pepperoni pizza. My friend was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa. That's pepperoni." And I'm like, "Yeah?" He goes, "The cheese is over there." I'm like, "Can I not have a pepperoni slice?" And he goes, "Oh, well, and he's kind of he's kind of like, "Well, I can't say no." But it was like on his face, I could tell he was like, "No, don't have my pepperoni pizza." And he's like, "Well, no, you can have it." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I sit down. I'm like, "You guys, we've ordered pizza. Every single time we've ordered pizza. You guys have had the cheese pizza. You guys have had the pepperoni pizza. The one time I go for one slice, I didn't have any more because I know he likes the pepperoni. I just wanted one slice of pepperoni pizza." The one time I want the slice of the pepperoni, they give me guff. To be fair, they must have just been shocked and in awe. I was like, I'm like, you guys, I can have the pepperoni. You guys can, you guys can share. I've shared. It's okay. You're fine. You're safe. This is a safe space. We drew this really small on the canvas, which is honestly canonically accurate. It's like centered a little bit. Oh yeah, I got distracted by Twitter. I was like, I had Twitter open from when I was like, I'll look at Twitter for things, and I was just like, wait, do I follow that person? Whoa, whoa! I was like, kept clicking further in. I was like, huh, what? I had to do better on these eyes. I mean, it's kind of a pizza rat. It's just a different kind of rat. Oh, I think that's gonna be it for today. I'm honestly fading quick. So if you guys would stick around, I would really appreciate it. I'm gonna raid Memsy. I very rarely get a chance to raid Memsy. You guys would stick around, I'd appreciate it. She's playing. I don't know if the game's called Repo or is REPO, but it's basically like the new sort of Lethal Company style game. Um, she's getting raided by a bunch of other people too, so it'll be funny to raid her while she's getting raided. So, have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, I'll do movie night in the Discord and we'll find something to do. I appreciate all of you guys sticking around, and I'm happy with the things we doodled today. Some obviously better than others. Have a good rest of your night, guys. Bye. Matane.